Hi everybody, we've got 2 wax removals in this compilation for you today. I am first. We've got this really dark sort of deep plug of wax basically. Yeah, quite a tricky one.
It is a tricky one. Make sure you stay tuned for mine as well, guys. I got a really big anterior recess with it's a really narrow canal. It's an interesting one. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well.
Sounded like you were trying to think of a different word then.
I was really trying to think of yeah.
Big.
That's it, I was trying to think, how can I explain this? But there are.
So we've got the standard size Zoellner tube here, which is the larger of our suction tubes if you're a first time watcher. There's only generally 2 sizes we tend to use, this one and what we call a fine end, which is a tiny little suction tube. What I'm trying to do here is just lift the wax off the ear canal. You can see it's already starting to peel, but it's quite dry. I mean, it looks soft, but it's actually quite dry, and it's not. I'm not getting that grip.
That's old as well, isn't it?
That's an old wax. You can usually tell by the colour of the wax, to be fair. I mean, some people's wax is naturally quite dark, but when it's almost black in colour, that's usually a good sign that's been there for a good few years. So yeah, we're just working our way around the edges, just really seeing if we can get this to slide out. It's got loads of movement, which is really frustrating.
It's got the up and down, but you're just not seeing it come forwards at all here. You're getting that little lift at the front.
You've got it. Just trying to do these. Usually, when you give it, these little tiny wiggles, you can sometimes see it edging forward. So, we'll look at a point in the ear, like I'll pick up one of those hairs on the side of the ear canal, and I'll just wiggle it slightly. And if I can see that wax just slipping over the top of the hair, then we know it's on its way. And I think that's what I'm doing here. You can just about see that every little sort of wiggle that we do, we are slowly getting there. I think this is stuck down again near where the recess is. So I think this is quite a deep wax as well.
Well, I don't know. He's shifting now.
Yeah, you can see now it is actually starting. It's covering those hairs now, so we're actually, we're on our way.
Just depends on what happens, because a lot of the time it'll hit this outer section, the very, very outermost part of the ear canal, and it wedges there.
Which I think is pretty much what it's done. And we haven't got a great suction grip anyway to start with. You can see like the suction tube is actually not even gripping at this point. I'm just rubbing along the surface.
Thing is if you switch tools at this point, you could try maybe like a Rai Curette or something like that, but when it's mobile like this, sometimes just by trying to get over the top of it, you push it back to its original starting point, and then you've got to work it back down to where it is.
So I'm trying to grip that flat section, because that really is going to be the only section we're going to get a good enough grip. But we've also got quite a few stray hairs that are stuck amongst this wax as well, which doesn't help. It just kind of acts like a mesh. And the suction just goes,
Well, it's going up. It's moving forwards, but it's just whether you can turn him now. That's the thing, isn't it? Because now he's going to hit that sort of back portion of the canal there. There you go, front section. But that is dry in there as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The core of it is dry.
It's moving like slowly, but just and I was saying this to the patient. I said it probably doesn't feel like it, but I am actually slowly, making my way out of the ear. But it's just got itself wedged. It's such a thick, long piece of wax.
It's trying, isn't it?
Again, I think what I was looking at here was that slight bit of like dry skin or that staining on the ear canal. I was looking at that to see if that was starting to disappear. So we've got a tiny little gap here now, which is why I've got this is the Rai Curette. It's quite flat and it's got a little bit of a curve to it, so like perfect for these little tiny gaps. And
there we go.
I was going to say, I'm just hoping I can get a good enough grip to start pulling this through. So this is on its way. There's no wonder it was stuck. Look at the
look at the length, isn't it? God, it was obviously, when you said earlier, I think that back end is still wedged in there. That back end is still inside the ear canal at the moment. Look at it.
Still going. There it is, that's the back end. Got to try and pick this up without dropping it on the patient now. I had to go quick, because I think I could see he was on his way off. Oh gosh. It's really hard to hover this in front of the ear and pick things up as well. Just doing a little bit of tidying up here now, just taking away these last little bits.
Is this, I was going to say, there's something further in, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, that darker little piece there. This is the fine end we've got here now, so this is the smaller of the suction tubes. This is one we generally tend to use most of if we're working deeper in the ear canal. It's just slightly quieter.
Yeah, not so much air passing through it, so it isn't quite so noisy when you're deeper in, just in front of that eardrum like you were just then.
I think there's a little bit of still left behind.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? It's a little teeny tiny piece. Yep, there you go. It all came away in one. Oh, and a bit of skin as well at the same time.
Taking that away as well while we're there. You got these couple of little patches on the top, just above the eardrum there. I mean, I'm not going to be concerned about taking those little bits away. I mean, we've taken, you know, a massive wax out there. Any oil or water that, you know, gets inside the ear there now, that's just going to, you know, soften that up quite nicely. Wouldn't want to put the patient in any discomfort, because those areas, when we're on the bone there, that's, you know, we've got to touch up against the ear canal to take that away, and it's a very, very tricky one. So nice easy one on the left hand side there. Yeah, it was quite a decent amount of wax that came out there.
It's an inch and a quarter.
Yeah,
just over, I think.
I put 2 inches. I put the inches back to front. I put the just 2 inches.
That's going to be about 3 centimeters, I reckon. That's about 3 centimeters.
I was looking there. I was like, they look exactly the same both sides. Right down there.
So this is my patient now, and this patient had some big old chunky wax plugs in here, but we also had quite a prominent anterior recess as well. So a bit like Taylor's, when you're moving from the front. The front section of this plug started to move, and I thought, oh great, it's going to be really loose, it's going to come out on its, you know, without much effort, but it just lifted more than anything else, and then we struggled to get it past this initial section at the front here. You can see little bits just breaking away. There we go. So that's the sort of the top surface of that wax plug. I'm having to hover quite outside the ear canal, just behind the little hairs, just because I can't put the endoscope much further in, because I'm just gonna, because of where I'm working, I need to get the angle with the suction tube here. So lifting from the bottom, then going back to the top, almost a bit of a wiggle from the patient there, like a bit of a shimmy.
It's literally about to go, isn't it?
Yeah. You can see I'm really lifting that bottom section here. So it's starting to narrow just a little bit, I can see.
It's almost like you've got to try and pull it to the side rather than...
Yeah, you've got to kind of work it around this bend, this second bend here, but it's... I can see I'm holding on to it. I'm thinking, why is this not moving? I get the bottom moving, that's great, and the sides move, but pulling down from the top and nothing's happening. It's just, if anything, it's just breaking off bits.
It's getting harder and harder.
It is. I'm going further and further in to try and hold on to it, because everything's breaking off in the front. I can see what I'm trying to do. I'm just that kind of almost that rolling movement, just to get him around this bend.
Oh no!
I know. I didn't want to see it. So
I was going to say plenty of oil now.
Yeah, definitely get it around that corner. You can see there's a little bit of oil on the camera there, but we can still see what we're doing. You can see it lifting and breaking away in that bottom section and back to the top. So I've created the gap at the bottom, and I'm pulling down into that gap is what I'm doing here. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
I think I do move it because it's right in the blurry, but I was looking to see if there was a part of the camera that wasn't blurry. So I wiped the camera and put it back up there so you can see.
Oh, look at that.
It's sweet to see your face. Look how narrow that bad boy is.
Oh no.
This is what I mean. It was so pronounced on this. It's almost kidney bean shaped at this point.
Almost looks like something similar you'll get with like an early stage, like exostosis.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. So I've got to kind of lift it. I'm praying that this all comes out in one piece. Oof. Yeah, look at that. And it did, thank goodness. It was just resting right on the surface of that anterior recess, because I think if that had gone down behind, I think we would have had a hell of a job trying to get that out.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been an irrigation job.
I would have, yeah.
Get a suction tubes in.
No way. When you look at, you know, at the fine end, there was no way you would have got that. And this side now, I thought, oh, well, it's not going to be as difficult, but I'm half expecting there to be that very, very narrow section in this ear canal as well, because we see it on the other side. Started to lift, and I thought, oh, hang on, this is chunky.
I was laughing because we always say the same thing. We always look in there and we're like, oh, this is going to be the easy one. I'll do that one last. That should only take 2 seconds.
But it's got that sticky skin in here as well. Yeah, so oil going in almost practically straight away for this one. I'll try to lift that top section. There we go. Something's moving. Out that comes. Not a massive piece on that side, but the ruler shot's impressive at the end. If you want to have a look at that, make sure you stay for that one. So just tidying up this little bit now. It was all sitting right on the outside edge, so not as bad as the other. Not quite as pronounced a narrowing there on this side as well. See, I'm just trying to peel.
Very, very thick.
It is super duper thick, isn't it? We're getting there, we're getting there. I know.
Oh, this just broke away.
Yeah. So I just thought, I'll go back to this piece now, we'll see. And this piece just didn't even budge. This is not going anywhere. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, we'll just get the piece to put a bit of oil in and soften all that up. There was that one little ridge I could see. I just want to try and take that away. There we go, just hovering just slightly above. But other than that, looking good on that side as well. So there we go, we got bang on an inch, some chunky old plugs on that one there.
Oh yeah, 2.5, just over 2.5 centimeters.
Well guys, another video popping up by there you can take a look at. It might be of interest to you, so have a little look at that. It should be above Taylor's, it might probably be above mine, but it should be above Taylor's head. But guys, if you don't mind smashing that like button for me as well. If you really enjoy the videos, you can always heart, share, follow, subscribe for me. And if you thoroughly enjoy the videos, you can always consider becoming members of the channel. That way then you get to see even more wax removal videos every single week. But until our next video, we shall see you again real soon. But as always guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And myself and the lovely Mr. Taylor Green will see you again. Bye everybody.
Bye-bye.